Dust is all that's left of us. But only if you ever worry. While the signs were clear, they had no idea. You just get used to living in fear. Or give up when you can't even picture your future.
What's up YouTube, Evan from Epic Duel Time here. I'm doing a hey check this out video for you guys. This is where I discuss some tech cards for a certain deck, discuss why they're good, what decks are kind of less good than other decks, I don't know. But I'm using PowerPoint for this. I hate PowerPoint, but it's organized and simple, and I don't feel like editing like for 3 hours on a video that's only going to be like 4 minutes long. I don't mind editing video, like Duel videos. I hate editing talk videos, especially where I don't feel like spreading out the cards and stuff of doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about some cards. The deck we're gonna talk about is gadgets. I wanted to start off with something kind of simple but kind of fun. Okay, so the first card I want to talk about is Jumbo Drill. I really like this card. I think he's really fun. He can catch your opponent off guard and may help you make monsters that you wouldn't normally have access to. So he's level 4, machine obviously, Earth obviously. His attack is 1800, which I think is pretty big, and defense is 100. And when this card is normal summoned, you can increase the levels of all machine type monsters you currently control by 1. And if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card attacks, it's changed to defense position at the end of the damage step. A lot of cool things going on here. 1. When he's normal summoned, he basically kind of pulls a mini wind-up shark sort of deal and bumps things up. So he bumps himself up, and more importantly, anything else up. All machine type monster you control. So this means that if you've got like Gadget, search out a Gadget, double summon, play my Jumbo Drill, bump up Jumbo Drill and Gadget by 1 each. I can either do my attacks now if my opponent has some sort of like a defense position monster, kind of like I don't know, a Reaper or something, I don't know. Or I can overlay immediately and go into something like a Tyrus, Adrius, number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, something, you know, interesting pretty soon. Next week, number 61, Volcasaurus. So, a lot of cool different things. You could go on a Freezer Dom, but that's less aggressive. Cool push, big play. He's a Piercer, which is kind of nifty. So if you're just top decking, you have an 18 beat stick that's bigger than any other Gadget. So I think he's cool. It's kind of a one-of sort of tech, just kind of like a little oddball that goes in the deck. He's fun. Next is Double Summon. I kind of thought this was an agreed upon sort of deal where like everybody agreed, yeah, Double Summon's really broken in Gadgets. No, it's not the case at all. People still look at me and try to tell me, no, that card's really, you know, it's a waste of space. If you're running like 9 Gadgets, I'd kind of like to get this out. Double Summon's insane. If I play Gadget, Double Summon, play Gear Frame, craziest play. This card's really good in Gadgets. There's not a lot of decks that I can say that about. I think Madolche is really good with it because you can like spam Magdalenes and stuff. That's it. Any card that can replace itself with a new version of itself, like, or a new like hand in the hand or something, like a searcher of some sort that can combo with Double Summon, it's pretty nutty. This card's amazing, and it makes really fast Gear Gigants and all sorts of rank 4s and really helps you. Next is Forbidden Lance. Billy Brake just wrote a big article, I don't know if any of you have read it, it's about misplaying MST. And I've been saying this for probably a year and a half now, that I think MST is the most widely misused card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! More than any other card, I think that card's just wasted. It is an amazing power card, I love using it. I think the best way to use it is to learn how to play without it. I've played plenty of decks that I just don't use MST, and I'll use 3 Lances. Because it teaches you how to let go. How to stop blinding every single play you do. Just stop blind MSTing everything. Lance teaches you when to go off and when to not. So, if I've got a Gadget, they're not going to Warning or Judgment my Gadget, unless I'm top decking. they're not going to do it. If I have 5 cards in hand, they're never going to waste that many life points on a gadget. And you can benefit from that. So let's say my opponent has Bottomless, and I go ahead and summon Red Gadget, and I search out... I think you search out Yellow. Yeah, it's Red, Yellow, Green. I don't know my order. So I go Red into Yellow. And then I play Double Summon, and I summon Yellow. From here, he still can't use his Bottomless, so I go ahead and overlay and play Gear-Gigan. He Bottomlesses, and I can save it with Lance. Now, if that was an MST, and he had 2 back row, I had a 50-50 chance of blinding the card. So I wasn't playing offensively. I'm just throwing cards at it until I lose. Because think about it, I could have wasted an MST, a Gadget, and a Double Summon, and essentially another Gadget, and a Gear-Gigan. So I'd be losing almost 5 cards to 2 cards. Where in this, I can put in, 3 cards, and have my monster not die. And then I can search and get all sorts of cool stuff. So using Forbidden Lance effectively is really important, especially when you're playing it in Gadgets. Gadgets are pretty nifty. Also, it reduces your opponent's attack points, meaning you can attack things with your Gadgets. Make them less useless. I feel like a lot of players don't know really how to play that deck as well as they can. It's not the hardest deck to play in the world, but you can add lots of cool text in it to really improve its strategies. Next, Ultimate Offering. This is another one that I thought was really, really standard, but I guess like some people still think that they are too good for it. Yeah, nobody's too good for this card. This card's insane, especially if you run the 9-card version, 9 Gadgets. You can still do this in 6. I don't recommend it, but you can still do it in 6. Especially running the Machina version, because you essentially just summon 2 Gadgets, go into Gear-Gigan, search out Gear Frame, normal Gear Frame, and you can do that whole play in 1 turn. And that can be a game. That can be game. So it's pretty big. There's a lot of big plays in that deck. So this card's really good. Oops, that's right click. I don't want to do left. Next, the last card I want to talk about is DNA Surgery, and this is kind of just a little fun thing I like to talk about. I played this on DEV Pro, where I main decked 2 copies of DNA Surgery and Gadgets, and I had hours of entertainment. So essentially, it does mean you have to main deck like Lagias and Dolkas, but this is part of your strategy. Remember that Gadgets get Gadgets. They don't get machines, they get Gadgets. Even essentially Tinplay Goldfish gets a machine from your hand, or gets any monster from your hand. So once they hit the field, they search out other things and then create, pretty big plays. Double Summon becomes way bigger when you've got a DNA Surgery on the field. Just go Gadget, Double Summon, Gadget. Now they're both dinosaurs, if you want, so you can make like a Lagia. It's pretty crazy. Almost infinite amount of Lagias. That's pretty gross. So that's just another fun tech. That's the end of it. Yeah, I'm using PowerPoint. So, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this video series. What decks do you want to see talked about? What text do you want to see talked about? I'm doing a ton of these videos, so I'll always be talking about probably 1 or 2 of them a week, to see what you guys think. And as always, keep dueling, America.